fans, we are here live here at our first night race of the season. This is the third race, and we are here for the Bush's Best 150 live here from Riki Raceway. Our front row will consist of two red and white cars. On the pole is our reigning defending champion Michael Norman, and right beside him is James Qualls. Our points leader, James McCloud, he's going to have some work to do as he will start this race from the 24th position. And last week's winner, Charles Sandfer, in dominated fashion, will have some work to do as well, as he will start all the way back in the 38th position, sporting some new colors on his number 34 to celebrate his win last week at Rockingham. Now, Rockingham was mostly a clean race. Now, this is a very fast racetrack, and we will see some three-wide action, and I don't know if this race is going to be as clean as the Rockingham race was. But I hope you guys are ready, because these drivers are certainly ready, as we are just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
Go out there and have a good time today. Make it happen at the end, my friend. Take something up here. You're ready to rock and roll. Good luck to you guys on pit road down there today.
And as the drivers are slowly rolling off pit road, here is your starting lineup for the Bush's Best 150. Defending SEGA Cup Series champion will start this race on the pole. Now, some drivers can get a bit impatient here as the pace car makes its way onto the pit road. Now, what kind of racing will we see here at Riki Raceway? We're going to see some three wide, and we may have a couple of accidents, but the pace car is now gone and the drivers are ready to go. The green flag is now out here at Riki. Heading into turns 3 and 4, it looks like James Qualls, he's gonna try to lead a lap here for the first time here as they're heading out of turn 4. And oh man, these guys are going really fast. And James Qualls will indeed lead lap number 1, but he won't have to lead for long, because now here comes Allison Rain being pushed by Joshua Mudd. Now, these two got together at Rockingham last week, and hopefully it doesn't happen again, because Joshua Mudd is all over the back bumper of Allison Rain as they now move to the high side. And oh man, we got trouble in the back! Oh man, they're wrecking in the back! And oh man, that did not take very long at all, as Joshua Mudd will indeed have the race lead as they're coming out of turn 4 to take the yellow flag, and Joshua Mudd will indeed lead them down. Oh man, that didn't take long at all. We're going to have to see who was all involved. There's the pace car. There's Matt McIntyre back here. I'm going to have to take a look and see who's on pit road. There's Jake Rogers, and I think I already saw a car drop out of the race. And Jake Rogers has taken his car back to the garage area, and the car who dropped out was Sky Commons, last week's runner-up. Oh man. Well, But while these guys hurry up and catch the pace car, let's take a look and see what happened to bring out our first caution, as Joshua Mudd is the race leader. Okay, here's the how that brought out our first caution. They were going 3 wide out of turn 2, and it looks like Cody Lamas came down right onto Matt McIntyre just a little bit, and then he gets into the right rear quarter panel of James McCloud, and then that also turns Brett Kenningberg sideways, as Steven Gonzalez, he and Matt McIntyre like get turned in the inside wall. And we see Brett Kenningberg spinning around Jake Rogers. And Jake Rogers gave a hit to James McCloud there. As the 51 spins out. There's the 94 after that hood damage there. Trying to find the best camera. It's just smoke just all over the back straightaway. I believe Sky Commons is back here also. Gonna have to find the number 10 and see what happened to him. Oh, he's already on the apron. Something may have broken on the 10. I don't know if he came in contact with anyone. Let's see. Oh yes, okay, yeah, yes. He came in contact with James McCloud. That's what sent McCloud spinning around, and that's what helped Sky Commons get into the garage area. So both he and Jake Rogers are done. We're gonna have to take a look once we get back to live action to see if anyone else dropped out of the race. And here we are back at Riki Raceway. We're going to restart on lap number 7. Still plenty of racing to go. And the only 2 drivers to retire out of the race are Sky Commons and Jake Rogers. Now, our points leader, James McCloud, in the 51, he's going to have some work to do, but he is missing the entire back end of his car. So I don't know if that's going to factor into his day today. But once we get back underway, our leader is Joshua Mudd. Second is his teammate, Alex Ferranti. Third is Simon Oscon. Fourth, Christina Bell. Fifth is James Silverfox. Sixth is Dylan Young. Seventh is Joshua Osborne. Eighth is Dougie Shears. Ninth is Cole Deaver. And rounding out the top 10 is Cole Daly. The rest of the top 15 are Danny Wells, Nathan Hudson, Ryan Acosta, Brayson Mitchell, and Stephen Colin. Pace car is already making his way back onto pit road. Joshua Mudd hoping to have a good race day tonight here, as they're now heading into the trioval to take the green flag, and we are back underway. Green flag back out here at Riki Raceway. And it looks like Simon Oscon, he's wasting very little time. He wants to go to the inside to try to take the lead away from Joshua Mudd, but Mudd dives down to the inside to block that charge in number 31. As we now see Dylan Young trying to give a little help to Christina Bellhill to try to get into the top 3. Simon Oscon now back on the high side as they're now trying to do what they can to break away from the pack, but you don't want to get too far ahead, because if you get too far ahead, you're going to get freight trained by the rest of the pack, as Joshua Mudd will continue to lead. And Dylan Young, he looks to take away 3rd place from Christina Bell, and he's actually bringing along Bell's teammate Joshua Osborne. Joshua Osborne running in the gear wrench colors on his number 1. Looks like Simon Oscon's diving down to the inside to take the lead away from Joshua Mudd. The lone dodge right now in the top 10. It's only he and Aaron Mackin left, since Jake Rogers is now out of the race. Simon Oscon will lead the lap, but now here comes Joshua Osborne being pushed by Cole Deaver to the front. And oh man, it looks like Cole Deaver's trying to make it 3 wide. And yes, he will. Simon Oscon drops further back as Cole Deaver is sporting the black and silver Dow colors on his number 3 this week. And here comes Cole Daly now bringing the Red Bull Racing Toyotas along with him as he now takes the lead away. But James Silverfox is all over his back bumper. Cole Daly probably going to try to do wherever he can as he will lead that lap. But now there's going to be a 3 wide battle between he, Silverfox, and Dougie Shears. Dougie Shears dives down to the inside and he will take the lead. And he's bringing Alex Ferranti and Ryan Acosta along with him. Lots of drivers just swapping positions back and forth. And oh man, Alex Ferranti just dives down right in front of the charger Ryan Acosta. And he will use that opportunity to take the lead away. They're heading into the trioval once again, and Ferranti will indeed lead that lap. Here comes Ryan Acosta along with Stephen Colin charging up. Just insane rough racing going on right now as we now see Stephen Colin getting all over the back bumper of Ryan Acosta as he takes the lead. And now we see the discount tire, number 12 of Danny Wells. That paint scheme is normally on the number 2, but this week Wells is running it as we now see Stephen Colin now looking to take the lead away. And it looks like Alex Ferranti is trying to make it 3 wide for second place. Danny Wells now diving down to the inside. Well, he's been on the inside. He's just bringing Christina Bell along with him. And speaking of Christina Bell, it looks like that she's going to take the lead away after making it 3 wide. And now she's going to have her bumper full of Alex Drayton. Let's go to the rear camera of Christina Bell. Christina Bell ending up on the high side. She's getting passed by RJ Bishop, her teammate William Brock. And here comes Zachary Fitzwater now in the 4 car. Ryan Acosta's looking to charge up ahead in that number 78. And oh man, the entire inside line is just moving now. The entire inside line was just moving. Heading back up to the front. It's all about Allison Rain now. Now she's hanging on to the lead. And here comes the 3rd Sega Motorsports car hoping to try to lead a lap here. That's William Brock running his Stalker colors. And he's trying to bring Cole Deaver back up here with him. Cole Deaver would love to try to lead here. They're going to have to try to do whatever they can to get around that number 7 of Allison Rain though. Allison Rain last week coming in contact with Joshua Mudd and didn't really have a good day. And now it looks like that her teammate Kyle Matthews now, he's running in 4th. He would love to get up there and try to help her. But oh man, Cole Deaver dives down and Kyle Matthews follows. As it looks like that Cole Deaver will indeed take the lead with the help of Rain's teammate Kyle Matthews. The 3 car is back up front. Cole Deaver would love to bring the number 3 in victory lane for the first time in Sega Cup Series history as he will lead that lap. And now here comes the other Spire Motorsports car. Wow, Spire Motorsports is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now as Kyle Matthews is being pushed by his teammate Ryan Acosta now. Ryan Acosta, he's getting back up here and he's being pushed by Danny Wells. It's only a matter of time before someone gets impatient and oh man, we got trouble. I was literally going to say it's only a matter of time before someone gets impatient and someone gets turned. It looks like Stephen Kohler was that unlucky person. Coming to take the yellow flag. It looks like Ryan Acosta will defend a 3 wide situation for 2nd. Oh man. I knew it was only a matter of time before someone got impatient. And I'm trying to see who was all involved. There's Joshua Osborne, who I saw go around, and then there's some left side damage to Stephen Colin running the UPS colors on his number 88. This is not what he wanted to happen here today. I think there's a little bit of front damage to Jonathan Zorlin, but that may have been from the first caution. I'm not sure. And there's Charles Sandfer, last week's winner. He's missing the entire rear end of his car. But yes, let's take a look and see what happened to bring out our 2nd caution as Ryan Acosta is the race leader. And here's having to brought out our 2nd caution of the night. Coming out of turn 2, it looks like Joshua Osborne came up onto the 88 of Stephen Colin, and then both drivers ended up going up the racetrack, and they get into the left rear quarter panel of Samet Oskan, and that's what ended up turning the 91. And oh man, Joshua Osborne just gets into the left side of the 88. That was what I saw when I went to the TV2 camera at the front of the pack. And Tim Fiegel and Nathan Hudson both do a good job of avoiding the one in the 88. And Ash Ferranti came close to Nathan Hudson, but he managed to drive away scot-free. Just a simple 3-car accident between the 1, the 88, and the 91. Before we head back to live action, we had a little bit of calamity on pit road now. Now we see Dylan Poteet taking 4 tires on his number 31 as he just got his service finished here. He's literally about to drive off pit road, and before you know it, here comes Matt McIntyre trying to get into his pit box, and oh man, just contact with the number 31. Oh man, and Poteet gets completely turned around, and unfortunately he gets stuck and he has to teleport right back to his box. And unfortunately Joshua Osborne also gives him a touch, so oh man, that is not what Poteet needed at all. Poteet's trying to do what he can to leave his pit, and unfortunately, as Joshua Osborne was getting into his stall so he can get his service, Poteet ended up stuck. So unfortunately, he literally has to teleport back to his box because he can't get out. That's one of the NR physics here, one of those little glitches that might happen, and unfortunately, Poteet was a victim of that. As you can see, service is getting done to the 1 of Joshua Osborne. And here we are back at Riki Raceway, and Dylan Poteet still sits on pit road. He is now 2 laps down, and the other drivers who retire out of the race are Joshua Osborne, Matt McIntyre, and Stephen Colin. And I think it's safe to say that Poteet, if he doesn't come back out onto the track, he will be out as well. As we're going to restart with 11 laps to go, Michael Norman is the race leader. He only took 2 tires while everyone else took 4. Danny Wells now sits second. Third is Ryan Acosta. Fourth is Alex Drayton. Fifth is Levi McIntyre. Sixth is Kyle Matthews. Seventh is Brendan Crasta. Eighth is Allison Rain. Ninth is Cole Deaver. And rounding out the top 10 is Seth Cole. The rest of the top 15 are Cole Daly, Zachary Fitzwater, Christina Bell, RJ Bishop, and Dougie Shears. A lot can happen in 11 laps, and oh man, Poteet is now rolling off pit road, so he's still in this thing. So that's a good thing for the 31 team, but unfortunately, they're not going to get a good finish. But anyway, the pace car is now made its way back onto pit road, and hopefully these guys don't catch Poteet that quick, as the green flag is now back out at Riki Raceway. Make sure I was on the TV1 camera, as Michael Norman will lead the entire inside row. And the first driver to make a move is indeed Danny Wells, and he's bringing Ryan Acosta along with him. And it looks like Danny Wells will take the lead away from his quote-unquote teammate here. Wood Brothers Racing do get their equipment at a Penske, as Danny Wells will indeed lead a lap. Now here comes Ryan Acosta here now. Sorry that I end up catching the pace car. And actually, Spire Motorsports is second, third, and fourth right now. Oh man, they're trying to pull some Hendrick Motorsports maneuvers as Kyle Matthews, he dives down to the inside trying to bring his teammate along with him, but Danny Wells dives down. He do know that the Spire Motorsports cars can be fast if they work together, and Danny Wells, he could not protect that inside line for long as Kyle Matthews will indeed hang on and take that lead, bringing Allison Rand along with him. Now we see Zachary Fitzwater. Now he's trying to stay in the third place position as he's all over the back bumper of Allison Rand. He's bringing Seth Cole and Aaron Macklin along with him. Zachary Fitzwater running the Busch Light Flames on his number 4. He's going to have a bumper full of Seth Cole, and here comes Dougie Shears as well. And oh man, I was afraid of this. Up ahead, they're catching Dylan Pote as Seth Cole, he will try to take the lead away from Zachary Fitzwater. But now the question is, where is Dylan Pote going to go? Because there's no doubt that they're going to catch him. As Dougie Shears takes the lead, these guys are going 216, and Pote with damage, he's only going 197. So Pote, he's going to have to decide if he's going to stay high or if he's going to go to the inside. As Dougie Shears goes to the inside now, and oh man, they have to do what they can to get around that number 31. I don't know if Dylan Pote is going to be slow or if he's going to be up to speed, and he is now holding up Dougie Shears. That's going to give the lead over to Aaron Macklin in the 98. But here comes Jessica Shelton now. The laps are indeed winding down, and Pote is slow. He is holding up the entire outside line. And oh man, they're going 4 wide back there. That is not what needs to happen right now. They're going to end up wrecking, and they're keeping it clean so far. Okay, they sell it back out to 3 wide. That's a good thing, as Jessica Shelton will now hang on to that lead, diving down in front of Steven Gonzalez and Brandon Crasta. The laps are winding down as we now have 6 laps to go. A lot can happen in 6 laps. Jessica Shelton's trying to do what she can to hang on to that lead, but now here comes James Qualls, who started this race in 2nd place. James Qualls all over the back bumper of Jessica Shelton right now. And here comes, well, now he dives down to the inside, and he's bringing Brayson Mitchell along with him. Brayson Mitchell running the Haas colors on his number 41. He would love to get a victory here at Riki Raceway. After the first couple of races, he didn't really do so hot. He's now running 2nd all over the back bumper of James Qualls. And here comes James Silverfox now. James Silverfox being pushed by Tim Fiegel. And we have a couple of Hendrick Motorsports cars trying to work here together. Joshua Mudd is back up here to the front, and he's bringing Nathan Orman along with him. Nathan Orman had a good showing in Daytona, and he would love to run good here. But here comes another Hendrick Motorsports car coming up behind Ryan Acosta. That's Seth Cole further back. Heading back to the front, it's still all about Brayson Mitchell as he hangs on to the lead as they briefly went 3 wide for 2nd place. Tim Fiegel now he's trying to get all over the back bumper of the 41. But here comes Joshua Mudd now as Mitchell dives down to the inside to protect his lead. But oh man, these guys are coming, and it looks like Nathan Orman, he's making it 3 wide for 2nd place. The laps are winding down. We have 4 laps to go. Nathan Orman is going to do what he can to chase down that number 41. As Kyle Matthews, he's trying to get back up here. He's bringing Mitchell Collins along with him, and Matthews' teammate Acosta, he's trying to get back up here as well. Let's ride on board with Seth Cole as he's now trying to do his best to try to get into the top 5. The last thing we need is a yellow flag right now. As we see the rear damage on the back of the 78, it's not slowing him down as Seth Cole's trying to do what he can to charge. And as a matter of fact, I forgot to mention this. The last time we were here at Riki Raceway, Seth Cole started dead last, and this was back in the Mobile One Nationwide Series, the Miracle at Riki Raceway race. He started dead last in that race, and he ended up winning it due to pit strategy. As he will now take the 3rd position away from Ryan Acosta. But Brayson Mitchell, he's been leading for a couple laps. And oh man, we got a car diving down the pit road. I think that was Steven Gonzalez in the 28. Oh man, I don't know if these guys can make it on fuel. But Brayson Mitchell, he's going to have to try to do what he can to try to stretch it as we have 2 laps to go. Can Brayson Mitchell make it? Ever since he took the lead, he has not had a challenger so far. He's been blocking and defending what he can. And it looks like Seth Cole, he's trying to dive down to the inside. Can Seth Cole, he's won here before. Can he win here again? He has a bumper full of Brandon Crasta, and I don't think anyone's coming down pit road. Oh, Acosta's coming down pit road. He cannot make it. We're coming to the white flag, and oh man, we got another slow car. They're trying to catch another slow car. That's Dustin Stuller here. But oh man, it may come down to a lap car, and I really hope not. But Bryson Mitchell, he better do what he's been doing for the last couple of laps. He's gonna have to block a charging Seth Cole because they are coming. And oh man, James Qualls is going to the inside of Seth Cole now for second. And Seth Cole trying to dive down to the inside, and they have caught Dustin Stuller. They have to go to the outside now. They're coming out on another lap machine, but coming out of turn 4 for the final time. Nothing for the 41 as Bryson Mitchell. He will take home race number 3. He wins the Bush's Best 150. Bryson Mitchell took the lead away, and he did not look back as he will take home the 3rd race of the season here in the NASCAR SEGA Cup. Bryson Mitchell takes home the Bush's Best 150. Oh man, a charging Seth Cole. You got to give it to Seth. If it wasn't for them coming up on Dustin Stuller, he may have had something for the 41, but it was just too little, too late. The 41 comes up on top here today. Okay, let's see. S4 Bush's Best 150 race number 3, and this race is in the books. Bryson Mitchell defended every single possible line he could as soon as he took that lead, and he will bring home a win here today. Cole Daly ends up 3rd place. Good run for the 18 today. Brandon Crasta ends up 4th, and James Qualls ends up with a top 5, even though he blew an engine last week at Rockingham, so this will definitely make up for it. Cole Deaver ends up 6th. 7th, Aaron Macklin. Tim Fiegel ends up with another 8th place finish. I believe this is the 2nd week in a row where Tim Fiegel actually finished 8th, so I'm not sure on that. I'll have to take a look at my records on Score 4 to confirm that. William Brock ends up 9th, and James Silverfox ends up with a top 10 finish. Then we have Nathan Orman, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, Levi McIntyre, and Cody Lamas rounds out the top 15. Then we have Kyle Matthews, Joshua Mudd, Michael Norman, Zachary Fitzwater, and Dougie Shears rounds out the top 20. Then we have Alex Drayton, RJ Bishop, Danny Wells, Simon Oscon, and Christina Bell round out the top 25. Then we have Mitchell Collins, Jonathan Zorlin, James McCloud, Ryan Acosta, and Nathan Hudson. Yes, unfortunately, Ryan Acosta could not make it on fuel. He had a very fast car despite the rear end damage he got. Then we had Steven Gonzalez and Allison Rain who came down pit road. Allison Rain was the last driver to finish on the lead lap. Then Alex Ferranti, oh man, another one of the drivers who couldn't make it on fuel. Dustin Stuller, Brett Kinningberg, Dylan Poteet after that little contact with Matt McIntyre and Joshua Osborne on pit road. He unfortunately ends up 36, 2 laps down. And then the last running car is actually our Rockingham winner, Charles Sandfer. He ended up 3 laps down. And then from 38th on to 42nd, the drivers who retired out of the race: Stephen Colin, Matt McIntyre, Joshua Osborne, Jake Rogers, and Sky Commons. Well, that's it for Riki Raceway. The next time we come to the NASCAR SEGA Cup, we will be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for another night race. So don't forget to tune in on that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Congratulations one last time to Bryson Mitchell for winning the Bush's Best 150, and we'll see you next time.